Hey Spice fam, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I will be showing you how I make cheese straw. If you're interested, keep watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Put on your post notification bell so you don't miss each time we make an upload. Also, if you do make this differently, kindly comment in the comment section below and let us know how. Looking forward to your comments. Now let's move on to the video. Let us start by first preheating our oven. So we're going to click on the convection bake feature and then we are going to click on 325. That's what you want to have your pastry at, and then we are going to click start and we are going to allow that to preheat. And while that is happening, we are going to move on to the next step. To make our cheese straw, we need some flour. Here I have some cheddar cheese. I also have here some margarine as well as some salt, and optional is cayenne pepper or black pepper. All right, so these are the ingredients we will be needing. Sorry, let's move on. So here is my cheese. I just opened up the wrapper and I'm just going to cut off a portion of the cheese. Just like that, just about this amount. And we are going to check to see if it's the amount that I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna use my kitchen scale right here. Oops, sorry about that, guys. So I'm just gonna use my kitchen scale. I just need about roughly, I don't know why it's acting crazy. Hold on one sec, y'all. And we're back. So I just need about 4 ounces of that, and it's just about 2.2 ounces. So I'm just going to add a little piece more to it, and that should give us the 4 ounces of cheese. Alright, kind of close, I'm not sure. I think I need to add a little bit more of the cheese, but let's see. Okay, so our cheese is saying it's roughly 4.4. Alright, so that's okay. I'll probably use that. So let us move on to the next step. I have my grater, and we are going to use this side of the grater. We want it to be small so that it's easier to mix into the butter. So let's go. This is what our grated cheese is looking like. I did leave back this small piece, yeah, because I think I have more than enough to do this recipe for now. All right, so what we are going to do next is to move on to blending everything together. Let's go. Here I have a large bowl, and of course I'm using a spatula today. Now you can use a handheld blender or a stand mixer to mix this up together, but I am going to add in my softened butter, and you want to make sure that all your ingredients are at room temperature. So I just need to add in my softened butter. So we are going in with the cheese. Just going to add it in like this. And next we are just going to mix that in really well until it's nice and smooth. Now if you're doing this by hand, it will take a while, y'all, so brace yourself for this one. All right, brace yourself for that one. So we're going to mix that up really well until everything is well combined. And oops, sorry about that, y'all. I think I'm bouncing the camera, the tripod, that is. And then once it's mixed in properly, I will come back to show you the next step. This is what our mixture is looking like so far. Do you see how smooth it is? Just want you all to see it. This is what you are looking for. So next what we are going to do is to go in with our seasonings, which is the salt and the pepper. Just like that. And I'm going to start off by adding in a little of the flour and mix, because as I said, I am using my hands to do this. So we're just going to add in little by little to the flour and mix. All right, so this is what our cheese straw mix is looking like so far. Now if you realize when you are mixing and it does not come together as much as you would like it to, or the way it's supposed to, You have here some extremely cold water. Just add in, just gonna add a little bit, this much, and then we're just gonna mix it together. Make sure everything comes together really well. You want a nice dough that is nice and pasty, or spreadable I should say, but not too sticky that you can't work with it. But you want to make sure that it's nice and smooth. All right, so like that. Sorry about that. And then if you need to add a little bit more flour, then you go ahead and do that as well. So I think I'll add just a touch more flour to mine, just to make sure that it's nice and pliable enough to work with. This is what our dough looks like. Sorry y'all, I just put down a piece that came off of my hand. So this is what the dough looks like. It's nice and soft, not too soft, but soft enough and pliable enough to work with. So next I'm going to show you the tools that I will be using to make the cheese straw. So let me just fix this camera. Right, so for the piping part of it, I have here 2 piping bags that I will put some of the dough in, and then we will, basically make the cheese straw. The tips I'm using is the 1F. I'm using the 1F today. And also this is pretty ideal. This one is the 4B. Let me just show you. Also, if you do have a cookie press, you can use that as well. All right, so this will give us the perfect one from what I remember from back home. This tip right here, just want you all to see it. All right, so oops, I keep bouncing my camera. Anyway, so let us begin this part of the video. So here I have my piping bag, and I'm using piping bag. Traditionally, you just use a cookie press, or you just simply push the dough straight into the piping tip, and then you make your cheese straw. But I'm going to be using a piping bag because it's less messier and it's easier. So what I did is that I placed my piping tip into the piping bag, and next I use a glass to open up the bag, and then I am going to put some of that dough in there. As I said, it's a much easier process, and I actually had the 2F and 4B piping tip today. The 2F, it did not quite did what I wanted it to do. Of course, I knew that the 4B is the more ideal one for this particular pastry, so I will show you how I did it, what it came out like, and of course throughout the video you'd realize that I actually did not continue using the 2F piping tip. I simply used the 4B, and it gave me really great shape when it comes to the cheese straw. So now that I did put in the dough into the bag, I'm just going to cut the bottom of the piping bag so that way it releases the dough once I start to pipe it out. All right, so let's move on to the next step. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, as you can see, this is what our dough looks like in the piping bag. We are now going to make some of the cheese straw. Now these will come out a little bit more like stars, I think. So let's go. We're gonna squeeze just like that. So we're gonna squeeze. Oops, I think I cut this too big. Yeah, I think I cut it too big. Anyway. Okay y'all, so I did put on another piping bag, and this is the 4B piping tip. Alright, and this time I try my best not to cut it too close. So let me go. So you want to put your piping tip like this, and then you want to, oops, sorry, and then you break it off like that. Alright, so this is more like the traditional cheese straw that we know about. So I'm going to do a few of these so you all can see. So you want to make sure that you push it down like this, try to keep them consistent, and cut it off just like that. So we are going to go again. So we are going to go again just like this and cut. So I'm trying to keep it very consistent. All right, so I'm going to go here, last one, Then I'll do the rest off camera and come back to show you what it looks
Hey
like.
guys, so this is
So we're trying to
what
keep it
our
consistent. You can make it
cheese
as
straw
big or
is looking like
as
before I
small
actually
as you
put
want it
into
to.
the oven. So what I did is that the ones that I made before with the star tip, I basically removed it and just do everything in the same 4B tip. All right, so let's put that in the oven as you were seeing here, and I did preheat my oven as you would have noticed I did before we actually started the recipe. And I will leave a link in the description box below with the ingredients and everything and how much time I left it in. Well, after about roughly 15 to 20 minutes, I think it was, I checked it and it was actually good. So I did remove it from the oven, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. It's slightly brown on the bottom. This is what you're looking for. We're going to allow it to cool and plate and come back. So this is what it is looking like after I have allowed it to cool completely. Y'all, this was so good. It had my kitchen smelling really good, and I actually did taste it because I wanted to make sure that the flavors are there. It tasted really good. Of course, I can't have too much of it because dairy and I are not friends. All right, so I really do hope that you did enjoy today's video. Don't forget to comment below, let us know how you make yours, if you do it differently, and as always, sorry, we look forward to your comments. See you in our next video. Bye.